All right. So we'll begin from where we left the session. We were
Hello, how
talking.
are you?
Hi, Abdullah. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome.
Salam. How are you?
Welcome.
So we were talking about what are the organizational factors which influence our pace of our projects. Okay. So we said some of the enterprises or enterprise operate in an environment, and that environment affects the delivery or the pace of delivery, and it really impacts the people working for the project. For example, the if there is a great work-life balance, then the people will be always motivated to work for organization, work for the project manager, or they will always be motivated to achieve the objectives. But if there is no work-life balance, then it will be tough for them. And many other motivations like how much time it takes for approval on necessary things. Sometimes there is a lot of diplomacy, I mean, a lot of bureaucracy, so things do not get approved in a fast and agile way. So one of that factor is the organizational structure in which we work and how mature the organization is in terms of project management. So if the project manager is you call in Arabic miskin, yeah, if he is not having enough power, then leave everything because he will not have that clout to carry out the work. He has to have the power. Power mean money. He should have money of the project in his hand. Then see, everyone will listen to him. And power mean resources. Resources, one of the resources, money. Not everything is money, but most importantly, we judge a project manager in two things. Do he have the budget of the project in his hand? Secondly, do he have the resources reporting to him? Whoever working on the project, is he reporting to the project manager or not? So in purely projectized organization, both are true. Project manager has the budget of the project in his hand and resources are reporting to him, directly reporting to him. There is no other job for the resources apart from the project itself. So we call such organizations projectized organization. And opposite of this is a functional organization where there is no one called as project manager. Manager is only one manager who is the functional manager, and he has everyone reporting to him. One of the guy in his team might be project coordinator who will work on the project and he will expedite the things in a project fashion, but he will be just a expediter or coordinator. He will not have the budget with him. He will not have the resources reporting to him. So that is purely functional. And then we said that there is a middle of these two, okay, which we call a matrix organization. So let's see, matrix organization again has three different categories. We can call a matrix organization as a weak matrix, and we can call it as a balanced matrix, and then we can call it as a strong matrix. And let us see, matrix mean it is a mixture of projectized and functional. So it will give some power to the functional manager, such as the budget, and the resources will be mutually shared between the project manager as well as the functional manager. So both will be in charge of the resources and in charge of the budget. So that it is kind of a balanced matrix. Okay. So the structure you see here, there is one person or few person designated as project managers. They will be reporting to someone called as PMO or head of PMO department, or director PMO, or program manager, or PMO manager. that PMO manager will be at equal level of the other functional managers, such as VP Finance, VP IT, VP HR, something like that. So the project
So
manager,
it's like his own department. Yeah,
yes, it
it's
will
like
be
his own
its own
department.
department. Yes, nothing else,
But
only projects.
but but department have the stuff from different sections or different departments. Yeah,
No. They are
this is
standalone.
the matrix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now there will be a strong matrix, balanced matrix, and weak matrix. Okay. So what? Let us see a very strong matrix in which there will be more like a projectized, but still it's a matrix, because there will be a separate department for project managers. All will be working for the PMO department only. They will not have no single one of them has a functional duty. No, they will be not belonging to functions. PMs will belong to project management office. So this is the strong matrix. Here, their boss is the PMO manager, or who is having as equal level of power as other functional managers. Okay, so PMs have some say. If some of the project manager in this type of organization has to work on a project, then he can take resources from the other departments and he can work. So highlighted in circle here in this picture, you will see various team members reporting with dotted line to this project manager. Okay, and they still report to their functional managers with the straight line, but project manager has a team. Okay, and the project manager has a designation called as project manager, and he is having a boss that is having a equal level of authority like other functional managers, reporting to the same chief. Okay, so that's purely.
It's like project manager have his team from different section. He is their manager, and there are also have another manager for different work. But this is for this project. He's their manager. Yeah,
Yes,
like that.
the project related activities, these
Ah,
staffs
okay.
will report to PM only. The functional manager will be interested only in their functional job. However, the project manager is working with these staffs for the project related work. Okay, so they will give their functional expertise to the PM. For example, a person from IT, a person from finance, a person from sales, all are supporting project manager cross functionally. They are supporting him to carry out project related activities. Okay, but they have their own day-to-day job as well. Still they have their own day-to-day job, but part of their day will be consumed on the project. So this type of relationship is difficult to work in, because two people will report, ask you for the report start of the day or end of the day, that without caring about what your functional duties were. PM will be interested only your PM related work or project related work, and without a due, functional manager will be expecting you to do your regular job. So this kind of relationship in a matrix organization, whether it is strong, balanced, or weak, it is always difficult. Now there are upsides and there are downsides. The upside is that team who is in the strong matrix organization, these staffs will get a chance to learn something new. If they are in the same department, like IT person are in the IT department, never interacted with the sale or marketing or finance, I mean, uh, they will not develop cross-functional skills. They will not understand the whole bigger picture of the organization, how sales work, how marketing works. But if they for some time work for a project with the cross-functional team members, they will have a chance to learn something new, some cross-functional skills. They will learn bit of finance, bit of sales, bit of marketing. They will understand the how business works. So there is a chance that people will communicate better in these type of organizations. Okay, and they will develop horizontal skills. Okay, but it is tough. On the downside, it's tough to work in this type of structure. We have a three types, as I said in the matrix. One was strong matrix, that is more like a projectized, but still the budget and the resources are shared between the function manager uh, and the project manager. Okay, so balanced is there is no one. I mean, project manager is still reporting to the functional manager. So you see, this is the balance matrix, that the project manager do not have a boss called as project manager. He has a boss called as functional manager, but he got designation as a project manager for this particular project, right? If you see, so
Yes,
little
but,
bit of
but
power.
he working as a staff from
Yeah,
functional manager, but he have his own responsibility on a project like a manager.
correct, 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 correct.
Wow, this is like making less payment for the company.
Correct.
No need to make like a special manager
Department.
for this.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it helps.
Okay.
Most of the
Just
organizations,
designation purpose.
yes, most of the organizations, are like balanced matrix organizations. When I did PMP, I share with you my experience in 2011. So I was in a functional organization, the department. Uh, I was in a engineering department. So, or the division was selling to the banks. Okay, so I just went to my manager and I told him, I want project manager designation. So I was an engineer, service engineer, going to sites and installing the physical security stuff for the banks or some softwares. So he's told me that we do not have these kind of titles called project manager. You are service engineer. Uh, that's all. You can work on the projects also, but we do not have something called project manager. So I said, I have done the PMP. I have uh, handled various projects. So I deserve to be called as project manager. So he said, that's all we have. We can't change our organizational structure or create new structures. So so that's the scenario. That was a purely functional organization, but someone already working on projects, but never designated as project manager. But there could be a situation that okay, when I insisted, they would have given me a project manager title, right? But I gave them 2-3 months. I told them, if you will give me the project manager title, I will stay. Otherwise, today I am telling you, you have 2 months, 2 months to give me this title. Otherwise, I will leave the organization. It was 2011, and same happened after 1 or 2 months. I got another job as a project manager, and I left the organization. So I was lucky. So
So
I'm
you
telling.
can nice to you, but you can actually ask for project manager within a different section. They can add this like name for you as a project manager only. I mean, if, for example, this example here, functional manager, there is many stuffs. You are one of that stuff, but you are project manager. They can make for you the only name project manager next to your name. I mean, or not possible.
For purely functional organizations, they have to get the structure approved from the board or from chief. So they do many projects. So they can designate anyone as sales people bring sales, and then project people deliver the projects. So if they want, they can do anything. They can do. But
Okay, what? But if they make it, it will be he can add it in his CV that he was a project manager
yes,
with
yes.
all his different responsibility. Also, I mean,
Yes, correct, correct. And
okay,
also they are, they still want him to do functional jobs. Like I still have to do the maintenance of the projects. If issues come, I have to still go and fix the machines. Okay. But if there is a new project, they will take me to the banks. They will, when they are bidding, they will tell, okay, we have a project manager. We will appoint him dedicatedly working with you for this project. So when they want me to, they want to fill the paper, they will write me as my name as a project manager. But on my employee card, I am a service engineer. You get my point?
yes, I got it.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So this is one of the thing, and I think we are talking here about the weak matrix organization where uh, people do projects. It doesn't mean that in the functional or weak matrix organizations people do not work on projects. People do work on projects, but decisions are taken by their own bosses. For example, there is a cross-functional project happening in this organization. It's a weak matrix organization where people highlighted in pink are working on a project, but they are reporting to their functional bosses, and the budget of the project is given to the functional managers. The budget is distributed and given to the functional managers, so they will decide. They will utilize the budget for the project, yeah, and they will also manage these resources on the project, which are working on the projects. So there will be no one called as project manager to who these resources will be reporting, but the project will happen. The project will happen, but the power will remain with these functional managers, power of the budget and power of the resources. Yeah, so it's three types. So there is a very beautiful matrix which is easy to understand all these types of structures that we talked about. So if you see this matrix, on the left side, we have a purely functional organization. And on the right side, we have a purely projectized organization. Okay. And in the middle, we have a matrix organization, which is again distributed by in three. In three. It is this one weak matrix, balance matrix, and strong matrix. And I said there are two things on which we make the decision, that which is the resources available to the PM. Are they full time, or PM is having resources availability high to almost total? Yeah. So it is a projectized organization, but resources are available to him at moderate to high level. It's a strong matrix. Low to moderate, balance matrix. Low resources, weak matrix, and resource availability is none. It's a functional. Who manages the budget? Functional manager. Then it's a functional organization. Project manager. Then it's a projectized organization. Uh, in the matrix, strong matrix, project manager manages the budget, not the functional manager. So it's more like a this one, projectized. Budget at least came to the project manager. Weak matrix, still functional manager will manage the budget. So it's more like the functional. And here it's mixed. In the balance, both manage, both functional manager and project manager, both are the in charge of the budget. So that's a major difference. The resource availability, which means that the project manager will have dedicated resources working for him, will be in the projectized, and also it will be in the strong matrix, but part-time resources will be available in the balance matrix, and part-time will be available in the weak matrix. And here there will be no resource available to project manager, because there is no one called as project manager. Everyone is reporting to functional manager.
Mr. Hisham,
Yes.
please, before you proceed, uh, sorry, before you proceed, what is how we can differentiate between those three?
Based on two things.
By seeing only.
Sorry.
But I think it's you can differentiate between them by like who's managing the project. Is the functional manager, or is it mixed, or is it the project manager who allocates the budget and everything?
Correct.
So this is how you mainly differentiate, but this is not the only difference.
Yeah. Second difference is, as I
I
said,
mean, from the draw only. I mean, from the draw only. We can differentiate between them, or we have to check the organization and ask who's the controlling these projects like that.
I am not getting the question clearly.
I mean, there is draw for organizations. You show us some different draws.
Okay. Yeah. We
We
talked
can
about.
differentiate from there the weak matrix, balance matrix, or strong
Yeah.
matrix, or
We can differentiate.
okay,
Yeah. I tell.
how we can differentiate.
I tell.
That's
I tell you, let's go to the functional, very basic. Okay. See, where is the functional? This is the functional. Okay. So where we have very straightforward standalone function. Engineering, sales, marketing, people are working for their own special skill. If someone has my finance skills, he is working in the finance, for example, HR people working in HR department, IT people working in IT department. Projects happen, then projects will happen in their own field, okay, in their own domain. Then there are projectized organizations like contracting organizations, like construction contractors who, where they get the project and they appoint a project manager, and there is a CEO and project manager are reporting to CEO, and each project manager has his own team to carry out the work of the project, and he will not share this team with the other project managers because he is in charge of these resources and he has a work to do and he has a budget for this project, and that's why he hired everyone. So project managers staffs are reporting to him directly to the project manager, and project managers are reporting to the chief. So this is how we can differentiate between a purely functional and a purely projectized. I think this is clear, right?
Yeah, this is clear, crystal. Yeah,
Yeah, this is
but
clear.
the matrix only.
And the matrix one. Okay, so let us see what's happening in the matrix organization. So general structure matrix is this. Okay, let's see weak matrix. So in the weak matrix, we will consider weak matrix more like a functional organization in which we will not have a designated project manager. Okay, one person might be working on the project, but his role merely will be project coordinator. That's all. Okay, so someone of these four staffs highlighted here will be project coordinator, but management is done by functional manager on the project. Okay, so this is how the structure is, more like the exactly like the functional. Okay, then balance matrix, we will see someone as is designated as project manager. So only difference is it's the functional organization, but someone finally has is a project manager, and the resources are reporting to him for the purpose of the project as well. Yeah, so he is managing the resources as well, but he is sharing the power with the functional manager. Okay, so he is sharing the budget, he is sharing the resources with the project of the project with the functional manager. This is balance. And then we have the strong matrix where the project manager is not no more reporting to functional manager, he is reporting to PMO manager, who is having the same level as the other functional managers because all are reporting to chief. So that's the strong matrix. Here PM will be having the control of the budget.
So we can say the difference is only about the budget plus the reporting.
Yes, reporting.
Okay, good. Thank you. Clear.
Clear. So that's, I think, good
It's so
summary.
clear.
This summary is also given here, and we can relate.
This is make it more clear. Yeah.
Yeah, this summary makes
last
it.
one.
Yes, correct. So projectize everything with project manager, strong matrix, more like projectized. Yeah, the only difference is little authority less than the projectized, little resource availability less than the projectized, but all the and also the role of the PM. For example, the PM himself working on the project as full time. If you see in projectize, in strong matrix, and in balance matrix, his role is full time. But the weak matrix organization project manager is working on a project on part-time basis because he is reporting to functional manager, right, himself. So he has a part-time assignment as a project, and in functional as well, his himself role on the project is part-time. However, in the balance matrix as well as strong matrix and projectize, his role on the project is full-time. Yeah. So the questions in the exam will revolve around these scenarios, right? You are in a matrix organization. Most of the questions you have to assume that you are in a matrix organization. Question will come that, okay, who handles the budget of the project in the matrix organization? Then you have to see if it is a weak or if it's a balance or if it's a strong. And then you have to say, okay, if it is a strong matrix, then the PM will be managing the budget. But if it is balanced, then it will be shared between the PM and the functional manager. And if it is a weak matrix, then surely the functional manager will be managing resources and the budget. Is it clear? The concept is clear?
Yes, but
clear.
I have a question.
Yes.
The concept is clear, but if you have a project management section,
Mhm.
and this section they assign people to be project, like to handle the project, for example, commissioning, as well as integration of the project from other sections. For example, I need people from telecom, those engineers. I need people from SCADA, those engineers. I need people from power, so for the transformers, those engineers.
Mhm.
So those will be assigned for those things to be integrated and commissioned in this project. So the project manager is the project manager. But what about the engineers? They are staff?
The engineers are staff who will be negotiated. Project manager will negotiate their time with the functional managers, and they will be the staff only. They will work for the project related activities which come under their domain. Okay, they will carry out it for the project manager. And you are in a matrix organization because you did not hire, or they are not directly reporting to you. They are reporting for the duration of the project or the activities of the project, right? They will go back to their functional departments, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So if you have a home, I mean, if the project is finished, what about you? Where you will go back? If you are in the projectized organization, you will go home with the all team members. Everyone will go home. They will not lose the job. But if you are in a functional organization and project is happening, okay, you will work on the project. Later on, project will finish. You guys will come back to your own seat. You will continue whatever you were doing before.
But this is weak matrix, right?
This is functional and weak.
Functional and weak, right?
Even functional and matrix.
Okay. Let's say he assigned those engineers so that to build something, and each engineer is responsible for a target to deliver, and each engineer is acting also as a project manager for the things that he's responsible for. As the previous example, telecom side is telecom side, SCADA side is SCADA side, power side is power side. But then everything eventually goes to the top project manager. But we, for example, as engineers, we act as project manager for our designated responsibility that we have. So this is what do. But eventually, I'm not being called project manager only for this project. But then I'm not a project manager. But the top project manager stays as a project manager because he have other projects.
You are referring to a structure, if I am not wrong, it's matrix structure, but okay. There is a composite structure also possible. Okay, composite structure mean you have in the same organization, you have one project happening as purely functional project. Okay, and other project happening as a strong matrix. I will tell you. Just try
to make it easier. Like for example, I saw this in the new Abu Dhabi airport. There is the project manager for the whole project of the airport, and there is project managers for each subject in the airport. For example, there is a project manager for the water AC system. There is a project manager for the baggage handling system. There is a project manager for the landing and takeoff, taxiway of the flights. There is a project manager for the design. But all of them, they are under one project manager who oversees the whole project.
Yeah, we saw this now. This one, for example, we saw this one is more like a strong matrix, as well as see this one. Project manager there is one project manager who is responsible for all the projects happening, but individually there are project managers who are taking care of their specific assignment, whatever given to them. But,
So this is a
but
strong matrix.
strong matrix. But in this case, you are saying that the project is happening vertically, not horizontally. I mean, these project managers, which you see in this diagram, they are taking services from different departments, right? But you are saying the project manager will be from the one who is in the power. He will have power
سكر المايك
skill.
وذياب.
He will have power skill, and he is project manager for power related part. Yeah. So he will not have people for SCADA reporting to him and people for power reporting to him, just like the way it is in the strong matrix, right? So still I would say these are purely functional projects happening. Okay, functional projects happening, but there is one project manager who is responsible for each of the functional project manager output. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So I would say then it is kind of a balanced matrix. Okay. So it can happen that this project is not happening in this horizontal, dotted line. It is happening within the same function, and one person will be designated as PM. Each one of these staffs, if you see here, just a minute, let me take this one. Yeah. If you see this one, this project manager is working here, right? So I would say this is a project. Okay. And then there will be a project here, and one of them will be a project manager, this guy. Okay. So projects will be happening vertically, because you are saying these are separate, like job, like SCADA job, like power job, like correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So like this project manager, this guy will be also a project manager, and he will utilize some of the team members and carry out the work, right? However, all these project managers have a responsibility to a third guy here, correct?
Yes,
Project
the
manager
project
for all
manager
the
who
project manager.
oversees the whole project.
Yeah. So in this way, I would say, and this guy, what about this guy? He is reporting to who? PMO department?
Program manager.
Yes. Then I would say this is a strong matrix. It's a strong matrix now. It's a strong matrix, not even balanced. You see the next one. Why my scroller is not working? But the concept, I think, is clear to us now. More like,
Yeah, the concept is clear to me now.
yeah.
It's clear.
But the example was good for all of us. Yeah, example is good. Okay, so we saw. Yeah, where is my pen is today? Just a minute. Let me go back. Clear. All right. Okay. Before we close this point, I want to tell about one structure which is still not discussed, is the composite structure. Okay, we saw balanced. We saw this one. This one is your scenario, by the way, which you were mentioning. Okay. So there is one more, which is composite. Okay. And I would say this is also we just the example that we gave now. Okay, composite mean one project will be happening purely in the function, in the functional division, and there will be same resource might be working with the PM. For example, there is another project happening at organization level, cross-functional organization level, and the same guy is involved in two projects. In one project coordination, he is reporting to the functional manager who is in charge of the budget. For example, project B is coordination happening in a kind of a weak matrix or functional matrix. Okay. However, as an organization, there is also another project happening, project A, where the coordination is happening as a strong matrix. Okay. So two projects, two type of organization structure for in the same organization. One project structure is like a functional, and the other project structure is like a strong matrix. So this kind of structure is called composite structure, where two structures can exist at the same time.
Like having two projects and for different people or same people. Like
Yes, yes. Like I am a finance department, I can go for some purchase of uh, some system that will help me in, in balance sheet preparation or something. Okay, so I will appoint some person maybe for this functional oversight, and he will do purely functional project. Okay, and but I will be the finance VP finance. I will be handling the budget of this project and the resources of this project. But at the same time, my finance guy is working with the PMO team on some project which is cross-functional project. So he is also involved in a project B, which is happening uh, uh, in a strong matrix style, where my same staff is reporting for second project. He is more reporting to the project manager. You got this point? So this
little
staff
bit.
is this staff is working for two projects. In one project, he is reporting to functional manager. Okay, in the other project, he is reporting to PM.
Okay.
Confusing?
No, no. Okay. Good, good.
Yeah,
I understand because he actually contact with the designated people
yeah. Yes,
that it's
yes.
related to that project.